He went from a broke drama student in Australia, to a Hollywood icon, global box office king, and the man behind some of the most controversial films ever made. But behind the fame, there's a private island, a record-breaking divorce, and a comeback story Hollywood never saw coming. This is Mel Gibson, raw, rebellious, and absolutely unforgettable. Mel Gibson, early life, background, and education. Mel Columcille Gerard Gibson, born on January 3, 1956 in Peekskill, New York, USA. Nationality: dual citizenship, American and Irish. He later moved to and grew up in Australia. Family background: father, Hutton Gibson, a World War II veteran, writer, and controversial figure due to his traditionalist Catholic beliefs and outspoken views. Mother, Anne Patricia Riley, born in Ireland, which later helped Mel obtain Irish citizenship. Siblings: Mel is the sixth of 11 children. One of his brothers, Donald Gibson, is also an actor. Moved to Australia. In 1968, when Mel was 12, the Gibson family moved from the US to Sydney, Australia. This move was partly to avoid Mel's older brothers being drafted into the Vietnam War. It was also influenced by Hutton Gibson's win on the TV quiz show Jeopardy, which provided financial resources. Education: high school. Mel attended St. Leo's Catholic College in Warringah, a suburb of Sydney. Acting education: he later studied at the prestigious National Institute of Dramatic Art (NIDA) in Sydney, where he trained as an actor alongside other future stars like Judy Davis and Geoffrey Rush. Early acting career: Australia. After training at NIDA, National Institute of Dramatic Art, Sydney, Gibson began acting in Australia. Early roles included Summer City, 1977, in which he played a surfer. He gained notice for Mad Max, 1979, directed by George Miller, a post-apocalyptic action movie that became iconic. Other Australian films that built his reputation: Tim, 1979, Gallipoli, 1981, Mad Max 2, also known as The Road Warrior, in 1981. These showed both his action appeal and dramatic chops. Breakthrough in Hollywood stardom. His international breakthrough came with Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. He transitioned to Hollywood with films like The Bounty, 1984, and further established himself with the Lethal Weapon franchise, beginning in 1987. His roles were often in action-adventure genres: Tequila Sunrise, Bird on a Wire, Air America, etc. But he also explored dramatic roles. For example, The Year of Living Dangerously, 1982. Transition into director-producer. His first film as director, also acting in it, was The Man Without a Face, 1993. Then came Braveheart, 1995, in which he also acted and directed. This was a major success. It won multiple Academy Awards including Best Picture and Best Director. Major films and critical peaks. Some of his most notable films include Ransom, 1996, more action thriller. Conspiracy Theory, 1997, where he acted alongside Julia Roberts. Later larger dramas, thought-provoking films, Science, 2002, and We Were Soldiers, 2002, among others. Controversial work, direction and later direction. In 2004, Gibson directed and produced co-wrote The Passion of the Christ, a film about the final hours of Jesus Christ. It was commercially very successful, but stirred controversy over accusations of anti-Semitism, violence, and historical accuracy. In 2006, he directed Apocalypto, set during the decline of the Maya civilization. It was noted for its visceral action and use of indigenous language dialogue. Dip, reputation issues, return to acting. Gibson's public image took hits in the 2000s from off-screen controversies. These affected his popularity and reputation. After some years with fewer major roles, he returned as an actor in Edge of Darkness, 2010. He also did The Beaver, 2011, among other acting roles. Later work. He acted in several action, thriller films. Get the Gringo, 2012, Machete Kills, 2013, The Expendables 3, 2014, Bloodfather, 2016, Dragged Across Concrete, 2018. He returned to directing with Hacksaw Ridge, 2016, a biographical war movie about Desmond Doss, a conscientious objector. The film was well received and got several Oscar nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director for Gibson. Recent and upcoming projects. More recently, Gibson has taken smaller acting roles in films like The Professor and The Madman 2019. As of current listings, there's Flight Risk 2025, where he is involved in direction and production. Assessment and legacy. Mel Gibson has had a career with high variance, massive peaks e.g. Braveheart, The Passion of the Christ, and valleys periods where his public persona hurt his opportunities. He has successfully crossed genres: action, drama, epic historical storytelling, thriller, comedy. Despite controversies, both his acting and directing have been influential, especially in demonstrating that films with strong personal vision, e.g. Passion, Apocalypto, can resonate widely. Mel Gibson, Marriage and Children. Marriage. Wife. Robin Moore Gibson. Mel met Robin Moore, a dental nurse, in the late 1970s when he was still a struggling actor in Australia. They married in 1980. Robin stayed largely out of the public eye, though their long marriage was seen as a Hollywood rarity. Divorce. The couple separated in 2006, and Robin filed for divorce in 2009, citing irreconcilable differences. Their divorce was finalized in 2011. The settlement was reportedly over $400 million, one of the largest in Hollywood history at the time. They had no prenuptial agreement. Children. Mel Gibson has 9 children with 3 different women. With Robin Moore Gibson, his ex-wife. They had 7 children together. Hannah Gibson b. 1980, their only daughter. She has worked as a makeup artist and married musician Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Edward Gibson. Christian Gibson. William Gibson. Lewis Gibson, film director and screenwriter. Milo Gibson, actor, has appeared in films like Hacksaw Ridge and All the Devil's Men. Thomas Gibson. With Oksana Grigorieva, Russian pianist, singer. Lucia Gibson b. October 2009. Their relationship ended contentiously in 2010, involving a public custody battle and allegations of domestic abuse. Gibson later pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor battery charge related to the case. With Rosalind Ross, his current partner, former champion equestrian and screenwriter. Lars Gerard Gibson b. January 2017. This is Gibson's 9th child. Rosalind is 35 years younger than Mel, but they have been together since around 2014, and are still reportedly in a relationship. Net worth. Mel Gibson's net worth is estimated to be around $425 million United States dollars. Lifestyle and assets. Mel Gibson lives a fairly high-profile, affluent lifestyle. Some of his known assets and lifestyle traits include real estate properties. Malibu Estate, California. In 2008 he bought a large ocean view property in Malibu, an old world style mansion with lots of rustic charm, stonework, wood beams, high ceilings, guest houses, pools, etc. Costa Rica retreat. He owned a large compound, Cape Coast Hilltop, in Costa Rica, on the Nicoya Peninsula, with several homes, villas, commanding ocean and jungle views. Greenwich, Connecticut property. The Old Mill Farm, estate of over 75 acres, which he purchased in the 90s for about $9 million United States dollars, later sold in the 2000s for a much higher sum. Private island in Fiji. He owned Mago Island, a private island in Fiji. Purchased for about $15 million United States dollars. Homes he has sold or listed. He has listed his Malibu estate for sale at various times, e.g. tilde 14 United States dollars and 50 cents minus 17.5 million. His Costa Rica property, which is expansive and luxurious, was put up for sale in the past when he was downsizing real estate holdings. Lifestyle features. Gibson's homes tend to emphasize privacy, seclusion, scenic views, ocean or nature, multiple guest houses, amenities like gyms, pools, large gardens. The Malibu estate, for instance, includes features like a main house with 5 bedrooms, multiple bathrooms, gardens, terraces, ocean views, and outbuildings. Other assets, income streams. Beyond acting, he earns from directing, producing, revenue shares from films, especially in projects he backed or owned rights in, and perhaps from real estate appreciation. He likely has various investments, though specific public data is scant, and may derive income returns from his production company and film distribution investment interests. Recent events and impact. One of his Malibu properties was destroyed or severely damaged in the recent Southern California wildfires. He is reportedly rebuilding. Some real estate holdings have been listed for sale, possibly as part of reorganizing his property portfolio.